Time and a place for everything. I'm not gonna say he's right and I'm not gonna say he's wrong. You know, but it's so crazy. When he spoke about it, I could have easily came out and said, yeah, you spoke about it. I ain't have to say nothing.
To the retirement shit, like you serious about this?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Gervonta Davis has announced his retirement from boxing, but not everyone is convinced it's for real. Just hours after the news broke, Floyd Mayweather took aim at his former protege with subtle jabs and sarcastic remarks, clearly casting doubt on Davis's decision. The undefeated legend's reaction has only fueled speculation that there's more to the story. With tensions between the two continuing to rise, fans are left wondering if Davis is truly walking away from the sport or simply...
I'm sure by now many people have heard about the news that was broken by Rick Glazier, who stated that 5-time world champion, 3-division world champion, undefeated superstar boxer, Gervonta Tank Davis, 30 wins, no loss, no draw, 28 wins by way of knockout. 30 wins, no losses, 1 draw, 28 wins by way of knockout, has officially announced his retirement, right? He told the people around him that he is retiring from the sport of boxing. He is no longer going to compete in the sport of boxing due to his frustration with the way and the direction the sport of boxing is going in.
Following his initial announcement, Gervonta Davis elaborated on his retirement plans during a podcast with rapper Lil Yachty. He revealed he's likely to step away from boxing by the end of 2025, citing a desire to focus on family, education, and personal development. The WBA lightweight champion dropped the news during the launch of his fight with Lamont Roach, stating, "After next year, I'm out of it. It's over with. I'm fed up." However, Davis later clarified his comments, suggesting this may be more of a break than a full retirement, indicating he's still unsure about his future.
Serious about this?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
But why, bro? It's just like you know it's too early. I feel like you fucking with us at this point. Like at this point, it's like you joking. Is it to sell a fight? Like people.
No, I mean, I ain't say I'm like retiring like after this fight, but for sure, like after this year, I'm retiring.
After next year, I'm out of it.
After our second fight, you're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, nothing. I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fight.
Gervonta Davis made his professional boxing debut on February 22, 2013, at the D.C. Armory in Washington, D.C., facing Desi Williams. Davis made an immediate statement, delivering a brutal first-round knockout that left no doubt about his rival. More than just a victory, his debut showcased the raw power, precision, and intensity that would come to define his career. From that explosive start, it was clear that Davis wasn't just another fighter. He was a rising force destined to leave a lasting mark on the sport of boxing.
You wanna do it? Do it Tank first, man. You fighting next? Yeah.
A key influence in Davis's rise was boxing legend Floyd Mayweather Jr., who took him under his wing in 2015. More than just mentor, Mayweather became a big brother figure to Davis, offering support beyond the ring. In a gesture reflecting their bond, Mayweather gifted Davis a /$60 000 Jeep, an expression of his faith in Tank's potential and future.
He's a boxing sensation. He has a lot of knockouts. 11-0, 10 knockouts. But here's the thing, Floyd Mayweather has taken him under his wing and he bought him a brand new car. Floyd doesn't buy cars for a lot of people. Tell me about that. Tell me about the car that he bought and how did you respond when he said, we're going to get you a car today?
As he didn't tell me at first. His mom had a crash on her car.
Okay.
So he went to the dealership and went to go get her joint fixed. So I was out eating, so he called me. He always told me he was gonna give me a car and stuff like that, give me a place and all that. But he had a lot going on, and I wasn't rushing him because I knew he had a lot going on. So this particular day, he just called me. I was out eating. So he called me and was like, I'm about to have someone to pick you up. Just be ready. So I was out eating. So I was like, okay, I'm ready now. So they came pick me up. Then he took me to the dealership. So he let me test drive this. And he also let me test drive a Charger. The Charger was too fast and he was like, everybody at the gym had them.
That's true, they do.
Yeah, he was like, we want to get you something different. So.
Well, you're from Baltimore. You need a Jeep on the streets of Baltimore. I've watched the news.
Their relationship extended beyond business. It was built on mentorship and mutual respect. Davis often credited Mayweather not only for sharing elite boxing strategies, but also for instilling the confidence and discipline that helped mold him into a champion with lasting potential.
You need a Jeep on the streets of Baltimore. I've watched the news. What did they say back home when everybody saw the story that Floyd Mayweather bought you a very expensive car?
Not only that he bought me an expensive car, he took me in.
Took you interest in you and your career, yeah?
Yeah, as a fighter, also as a, Floyd old enough to be my son, so I wouldn't say a big brother, so he, like a father figure and stuff like that, he took me in, and he been treating me good since I knew him. He been not only in the boxing, like working with me on boxing, he showed me like the business side and all that type of stuff, and he showed me a lot, and I appreciate him, and I love him forever for that.
We all see the news and many times people say negative stuff about Floyd. From your experience with him, from the fact that he bought you a car, which he didn't have to, because there are a lot of fighters here and he doesn't buy them cars. What does that say about him?
Just not only that him giving me stuff, because all that stuff can get taken away. It's just the knowledge that he give me, like when we one-on-one, when we running and stuff like that, that he showed me, and he not only showed me but teach me and stuff like that. So I'm forever grateful for that.
Give me a tour of the Jeep really quick. What do we got?
It's the newer Jeep that just
Okay.
came out, Rubicon.
Despite his early success under Mayweather's guidance, tensions eventually emerged. Davis grew frustrated with what he saw as Mayweather's attempts to control his career and limit opportunities. In 2022, he left Mayweather Promotions in search of more independence, partnering with advisor Al Heyman. The split quickly turned contentious, leading to public disputes. Davis accused Mayweather of undermining him, including banning him from using Mayweather's gym. In a now-deleted tweet, Davis vented his anger, writing, "What? That Floyd's petty. Said I couldn't use his gym anymore. I don't give..."
An issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel. He said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. He basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you, And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz. That's what I was told at the time.
In 2024, Gervonta Davis further cemented his status as one of boxing's most electrifying talents. On June 15th at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, he faced Frank Martin in a highly anticipated bout. Despite a tough start, Davis delivered a spectacular 8th-round knockout, landing his trademark left uppercut, followed by a straight left that ended the fight. The win marked his 28th knockout in 30 fights, reinforcing his reputation as a dominant and dangerous force in the lightweight division.
To the Boxing Locker with me, Matt Goddard, and this is my breakdown of Gervonta "Tank" Davis, who is arguably the best puncher in boxing and without question one of the top 10 pound-for-pound fighters on the planet. Your position for him within those 10 is up for debate, but we're not going to talk about that today. Today, I'm going to give you a brief background of Gervonta's boxing record and his kind of bio, and then I'm going to go into the breakdown of what makes him such a fantastic fighter. Okay, so first and foremost, Tank is now 30-0, 28 knockouts. It's like a 93% knockout ratio, which is crazy. I believe it's the highest knockout percentage of any current world champion. I believe. I would imagine Inoue is close to that, but pretty impressive. Anyway, he's 29 years old. He's a southpaw. He's 5'5"-ish, 5'5"&1" maybe.
Gervonta Davis shocked the boxing world by announcing his plans to retire at the end of 2025, bluntly stating he no longer finds purpose in the sport. Speaking at a press conference ahead of his second fight with Lamont Roach, Davis declared, "This is trash. I'm out. I'm fed up. I don't care about belts. I just want to get my money and get out." He pointed to mental exhaustion, the intense pressure that comes with fame, and the recent birth of his son as key reasons behind his decision. Davis described boxing spotlight as overwhelming and emotionally draining, something he no longer wishes to endure.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight, you're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
Despite his undefeated record and multiple world titles, recent performances and promotional challenges have cast a shadow over Davis's legacy. His latest bout, a controversial draw against Lamont Roach Jr., sparked renewed doubts about his future in boxing. While some insiders believe he might return if financial pressures arise, Davis seems firm in his decision to walk away, choosing instead to prioritize personal growth, family, and life beyond the ring over continued competition.
Many people have heard about the news that was broken by Rick Glazer, who stated that 5-time world champion, 3-division world champion, undefeated superstar boxer, Gervonta "Tank" Davis, 30 wins, no loss, no draw, 28 wins by way of knockout. 30 wins, no losses, 1 draw, 28 wins by way of knockout, has officially announced his retirement, right? He told the people around him that he is retiring from the sport of boxing. He is no longer going to compete in the sport of boxing due to his frustration with the way and the direction the sport of boxing is going in. And many people are sending it to me in drones. Have I seen it? I told you guys Gervonta "Tank" Davis is in a unique place. I told you guys this a couple of days ago, that Gervonta "Tank" Davis, along with his situation outside the sport of boxing, has put him in limbo, which y'all said I was tapping. Gervonta "Tank" Davis' team, as I told you guys, stated that they are uncertain about what's going to come of his case. Gervonta "Tank" Davis is frustrated with that. He's also frustrated with the way the Premier Boxing Champion is handling his career. Al Heyman is no longer in charge as Louis DeCunis, Senior and Junior. Al Heyman is not running things with the PBC anymore. He is not. Right?
Some critics argue that Davis's promotional team has carefully curated his opponents to protect his record, limiting his exposure to truly elite competition. To solidify his legacy, many believe he must face top-tier fighters in the 135 pounds and 140 pounds divisions, proving himself against the best in the sport. Despite announcing plans to retire, Davis has stated he intends to fight 3 more times before leaving the ring. His next bout is a rematch against Lamont Roach Jr. While future opponents have not been officially confirmed, speculation surround high-profile matchups, including potential rematches with Ryan Garcia and possible showdowns with current champions Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. Fights that could define...
Promoter Gary Jonas shed some light on the negotiations for the rematch. While he didn't give too many details, Jonas did say that the second bout between Davis and Roach Jr. is all but finalized. Let's hear what he got to say right now.
Important question on everyone's mind: how close is the rematch? How big will it be? How close is it to getting done?
Very close. It's in my mind, it's a done deal, but there are formalities, but it's a done deal, and it's not far off.
Former two-weight world champion Tim Bradley didn't hold back when discussing Gervonta Davis, bluntly stating, "Tank is done." In an interview with the Ring magazine following ESPN's final Top Rank broadcast, Bradley claimed Davis has mentally checked out of boxing. "He's hung them up, shoes off, plaque on the wall," Bradley said. He argued that Davis is disillusioned with the sport's politics, more interested in a final big payday, and has essentially retired his mind, even if it's not official yet.
Hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up, he's done. Tank is done. Period.
You say done, I mean, like, I'll fight him anymore?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag, of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something stolen, and he looking, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing. He's not going to fight Shakur Stevenson at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking.
Shakur Stevenson didn't mince words when addressing Gervonta Davis's retirement talk, calling it soft. Speaking at the Ring Magazine Awards in London, Stevenson voiced his disagreement, saying, if he wants to retire with the career that he got, then go ahead and do whatever you got to do. I disagree with it. I think it's soft, but that's on him. Critics have echoed similar doubts, with many speculating that Davis's retirement announcement is more of a publicity stunt, an effort to stir intrigue and drive up negotiations, a tactic seen in boxing before. They point to previous occasions where Davis hinted at retirement after major fights failed to materialize. However, insiders claim this time may be different. Boxing analyst Rick Glazer reported that Davis has confided in those close to him, expressing a deep sense of burnout and a genuine desire to walk away, at least for now. Unlike past declarations, this one seems rooted in emotional fatigue, a renewed focus on family, and a desire for personal growth beyond the ring.
Tired with the career that he got, then go ahead and do whatever you got to do. So I disagree with it. I think it's soft, but that's on him.
You still think that fight's possible? I know he might have a break after that fight with Lamont Roach, but do you feel like you guys could fight 2025 or 2026?
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't into chasing people around. I mean, if he's willing to fight, I'm ready to fight, and I think it should happen, but I ain't gonna lie, I can't sit there and chase you and then, he try to make it seem as though I need him and I don't need him. So.
Boxing legend Mike Tyson has openly praised Gervonta "Tank" Davis, stating that if he continues performing at his current level, he's on track to become a legend. In an interview with TMZ, Tyson remarked, "Tank is a great fighter. He'll be a legend too if he keeps fighting at the level he's currently at." Later, in a conversation with Sports Illustrated, Tyson included Davis on his list of the most exciting fighters today, alongside names like Terrence Crawford and David Benavidez, highlighting the respect Davis commands in elite boxing.
I have to ask you, would you ever remake your famous video game, bring it to the next generation consoles, my friend?
Hey, I'm just happy to be alive.
What do you think about people comparing Tank Davis to you? I mean, what do you think about that?
Tank is a great fighter.
You think he's a great fighter? What do you think about them comparing it to you? I mean, you're a legend, my friend.
Well, he'll be one too if he keeps fighting.
Oh, okay. All right, well, thank you.
Observers continue to speculate on the reasons behind Gervonta Davis's possible retirement. Some believe he's grown bored after defeating many of the opponents he set out to conquer. Others point to the intense pressures and demands of the sport, suggesting burnout may be driving his decision. Whatever the reason, It's clear Davis is wrestling with complex emotions as he contemplates the next chapter of his life and career.
He does not enjoy it anymore. It's very clear that he just does not want to box anymore, and that's okay. He went into more detail about why he wants to retire after 2025, and it basically just comes down to he's tired of fighting, he's tired of getting punched in the face, he's not worried about his legacy. He said that he has his legacy in his city, and that's all he's worried about. He did also say that he wants to go to therapy, and he feels like if he goes to therapy now while he's boxing, he won't have that same fire inside of him, and he won't even be able to mentally get prepared for a fight. He also brought up his kids a lot, says he wants to be a lot softer for his daughters. He's got his son now, so he wants to be there for his son and be a good dad and not be getting beat up in the gym all the time. So honestly, I gotta respect it. You know what I mean? Like, we can't just worry about people's mental when they're at their lowest. You know, why do we have to see Tank lose to worry about his mental? Because Sonny Edwards just retired because of his mental. Now, he was at his lowest. So I don't think we have to see Tank get there to care about his mental. So if he wants to go and he wants to get his last 2-3 fights in, okay, great. Do that. And then go take care of yourself. Because he is young. And I think it's becoming more of a trend to retire when you're like 30, 31. Because Sonny Edwards, 28, Gervonta is going to retire at like 31, 32. And then even Jesse Bam Rodriguez says by the time he's 30, he doesn't really want to be in the sport anymore. But I think this does have a lot to do with them getting into the sport so young. When you're doing it from like the age of 12 or even sometimes younger for Tank, I believe he was younger. So when you've been doing it for that long, getting beat up for that long, I mean, it takes a toll on you. You just don't want to do it anymore. So I gotta respect it.
Why do you think Tank is stepping away from boxing? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear.